Unbelievable producing and directing this game. You can watch it at point5digital.com. Buell, 6-0 first quarter in favor of Peabody, 17-0 second quarter in favor of Adamsville. One thing in common for both teams, they did well with the wind to their back.
Yeah.
And not so well when they had to go into the wind. It's 17-6 at halftime. Adamsville with a lead. Buell wants the key to the second half for Peabody to get back in this game.
They got to win the third quarter. They got to win that third quarter with that win right now. Get it back to a one-possession game. Not turn the football over and realize there's no such thing as an 11-point play. So you've got to do it one play at a time. You don't have to have all 11 points right here. Win each possession, win this third quarter, and give yourself a shot in the fourth.
You really do, and that goes along. You've got to do something defensively because you want to get extra possessions this quarter because you're not going to get as many possessions in that fourth quarter.
You know, and I want to see some more of getting out on the edge. They tried to run it in between the tackles there in that second quarter, and you're not really going to do that very much against Adamsville. You've got the speed advantage here. Take advantage of it, and when you do throw the football, when you're Kendrick Malone, you've got to make sure you keep your eyes downfield because they've had multiple wide receivers running open unchecked, but there's also been a lot of early pressure, so it's been hard for Kendrick to stay in the pocket. So you got to protect number 7.
Well, it's good to see my mom and my sister and my niece. They don't have any money, though. Get out of here.
Dan's mom.
Here's the kickoff to start the second half. It's another ground ball scooped at the 45. Or make it the 35 out to the 40 and take it off his feet at the 43-yard line. For Peabody on the return that time, was that Johnson again?
Yeah, that's Brandon Johnson, and I would limit him touching the football. I keep sending it straight to him, and he's one of the 2 or 3 that can really take it to the house at any time.
Let's go down to the narrator on the sideline.
As we start this second half, you know that touchdown at the end of the first half was just a backbreaker on Peabody. So it's going to be critical. They score in this third quarter before Adamsville does.
Well, Peabody, good starting field position on 44, nearly fumble. They control it. Johnson is going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and take it off his feet right there. Just a bad exchange from quarterback to running back.
Well, let me watch this replay here because it looked like between Johnson and Malone that when Malone tried to make the handoff, he wasn't even looking at Johnson.
Yeah, we got a Cardinal injured down in the field. But, Coach, that was almost a disaster on the first play from scrimmage in the second half.
Yeah, if you were trying to trick play, which I don't think it was, I don't think we were on the same page. The handoff was bad, and you can't just toss the ball around and it didn't fool anybody either.
Yeah, the last thing you need right now, if you're Trent Peabody, is a 3 and out here coming out of the locker room.
Well, a victory, 93.7. Update from Milan, folks. It's 40-0. CPA leading Milan over there at halftime. So that one's already over.
Yeah, and on the other side of the 3A bracket, Alcoa is trying to survive. They're leading Notre Dame late, 28-19.
Well, I would make CPA the favorite to win that championship game.
We've been saying that for the last couple of weeks. I think they're the class of 3A. Maybe, well, not 4A. Fulton may be the class of the state.
Yeah, there's less than 4 minutes left in that Alcoa game.
Second down at right at 10 yards as we resume play. Peabody at their own 45. Malone across the middle has his man caught at the 48-yard line and wrapped up there. The gain is 3 yards. It'll bring up third down at right at 7 for the Tide. 11:21 left in the third quarter. We're just underway in the second half. Adamsville 17-6 advantage. And Peabody now facing a fourth down or make it third down at right at 5. They mark him at the Tide 49. Here's Malone out of the shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Play action, rolling left. Malone looking, firing down the sideline and tipped and incomplete at the 28-yard line into double coverage. That one intended for Octavius Lee. And now Peabody will go 3 and out on their opening possession of the second half.
Well, if you go back and look at this replay, this is one of those times where I wish Malone would get a little more selfish. Now, look at that lane he's got right in front of him right now, Coach. Now, it'll close, but I'll trust his feet to pick up those 5 before I will splitting 2 defenders 25 yards down the field.
That's the same thing I'd tell him came to the sideline. Son, run it before you throw it right now.
Well, Peabody going to have to punt it away. Drew Sanders in a punt. And the very dangerous Burcham standing back at his own 15. He asks for the fair catch, lets it hit. It kicks back from the 12 and down at the Cardinal 17. And that's where Adams will have it 1st and 10 with 10:47 left in the third quarter. It's 17-6. Adamsville leading Peabody.
That's what I like about Ross Bertram. That's a smart play, guys. Sometimes it's the plays that you don't make. Now, he could have caught that football, but with that wind out there, you know that ball is moving all over the place. And last thing he wants to do is fumble that punt and set up Trenton Peabody inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Coach, you could tell it was moving around on him. He just said, okay, I'm not going to handle this one.
Well, I think this young man's a smart enough football player. He could see that it wasn't going to kick towards the goal line. It was going to hit and kick backwards.
1st and 10 Cardinals from their own 17. 10:47 left, third quarter. Under center is the quarterback. He'll hand it off Irons, right side of the room to the 20. And taken down at the 25-yard line as Laundry back at the line of scrimmage. The gain was 8 yards, but this was going to come back. Looks like holding, the preliminary indication on Adamsville.
Boy, and you could tell by the formation. You look at Trenton Peabody's defensive line. They had 3 defensive linemen over the left side of that Adamsville offensive line. They thought they were going wide side.
And Irons bounced it outside and got good yardage.
You can see how the hometown self-storage instant replay, the hold right there. 571-1517 for all your storage needs from Hometown Self-Storage. 2 locations right here in Trenton. After the penalty, they mark it back to the 9. It's first down at 18 for Adamsville. Play action, back to throw. Going deep down the right sideline and caught at the 40. To the 45, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. He gone 20-10-5. Touchdown. It's Bertram again. It was well covered. He just outfought the defensive backfield, and once he made the catch, there was nobody behind him.
Well, the difference here, and you're right, no safety help over the top. They're playing run support. The difference here, one player's 6'5", the other one's not. That ball's just thrown up, and Ross Bertram, look at this. He fights the defender. You're right, great interior position, inside position. You can't really defend it much better than that on the coverage. Kevon Goodwin, but, Bertram uses that 6'5" frame, and he's gone after that.
Goodwin was right there. Maybe we get another look at it on the instant replay, but Goodwin thought he was pushed. Action point is up, and it is good. With 10-12 left in the third quarter, it's 24-6 Adamsville. 24 unanswered points by the Cardinals, and maybe here's the replay on it. We'll look and see. But Goodwin thought he was pushed. We'll see as Paul just kind of threw that one up for grabs. And Goodwin's in great position. And Goodwin, well, you can't tell, but it looked like the way Goodwin, if you run it back, watch Goodwin just before that ball arrives. Is that ball getting laid up there? No, you watch it, it looks like the officials are right on top of it. Goodwin just kind of lost his balance, and there was no arms extended there, so great non-call there by the officials.
Yeah, that was not a push at all. Just a great execution by Adamsville's offense.
That ball hung up long enough. I'm wondering where the safety was, though.
No help over the top, yeah. Another ground ball kickoff, scooped up at the 33, to the 35, to the 40, and taken off his feet at the 44-yard line. On the return again for Peabody is Brandon Johnson on these short kickoffs. Brandon's had the bulk of the duty returning the kicks. And now Peabody in some serious trouble, View, with 10:05 left in the third quarter. It's 24-6. Adamsville. Peabody has the wind to their back for another 10 minutes, and that's it.
And they need to use the run to set up the pass, not vice versa here. It's got to be the feet of Kendrick Malone.
From the own 45, is Malone going to keep it? Working left side, Malone from the 45. He's out to the 48. Maybe the 44. It's a gain of 3, maybe 4 yards, and Malone's getting up slow. He was rocked on that tackle.
You know what? But you'll take 3 or 4 yards on first down. They got to make them respect that.
And he only has 16 yards on 9 carries.
And Coach Bass is right. You've got to go play by play. Can't get it all back at once. Here's the narrator.
Well, fellas, right here is where you see what championship teams are made of. Peabody's got to answer on this drive.
Here's Malone back to throw. Malone down the middle he goes. Incomplete, looking for Penn at the 25-yard line. Looked like Penn may have been open. They couldn't connect from Malone to Penn. It'll be 3rd and long.
But not really, because if that ball's thrown well, look at Ross. You're testing Ross Burcham, the wrong person to test. He's right there playing center field. You lead that right, and he's coming in to lick your receiver. There's better ways to get after this Adamsville defense than test number 17.
Well, anything across that middle, and there's Burcham playing center field. 3rd down and 7 for Peabody. From the own 48, here's Malone back to throw again. Plenty of time. Fires, has his man caught. 1st down yardage at the Adamsville 42-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down of Food Right. 1st down in your hometown grocery store. And view that was a strike, and Peabody needed it.
And I couldn't tell if that was Jordan or Penn, whoever it was. You're right. Kendrick Malone with a bullet, and they had
Coach,
to have that.
It was Penn.
It was Jared Penn on that reception, Coach.
Yeah.
And boy, he's a great target.
Yes.
Still too early to abandon the run, though.
Peabody moves the chains. 1st and 10. 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Malone. He's going to keep it. Malone looking right side. Has the 40. Malone outside the numbers 35. Has the 30. Has the 25. And Malone runs it all the way down to the Adamsville 21-yard line. And another Food Right 1st down is Kendrick Malone with some nifty running and bouncing outside those numbers. View and picking up 17.
That's one of the first times that Adamsville was allowed to break contain, or that Trenton was able to break the containment there. But I'll tell you what, that's what I'm talking about. There's plenty of time left in this football game. Don't go away from 7.
Let's go down to Richard, the narrator, Barber.
Fellas, as Malone was tackled there, you could see he come down kind of awkward. Peabody coaching staff wanting a horse collar, but it was all jersey.
Here's Johnson carrying left side. He's in trouble and dumped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on 1st down with 8:27 remaining 3rd quarter. Adamsville with a 24-6 advantage. As it was a 6-0 Peabody lead in the 1st quarter. Now the Cardinals have scored 24 unanswered.
Well, we said that Trenton needed to get outside of the edge there, outside of the tackle. But I'd love to see them try to hit that hole, get something going in these A and B gaps.
2nd and 10, Peabody at the Cardinal 22. Malone swings it out, complete in the backfield to the 20. And inside the 20 down to the 18. The gain is 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Little swing pass in the flat to Kevon Goodwin.
And he almost nearly had to turn around after the catch. Didn't find his bearings there. This is a critical 3rd down.
That one was thrown too deep, and 2nd down would have been a great place for the quarterback draw.
Yeah.
Fellas, Peabody wanted a late hit there, and I might have to agree with him. I was about 4 yards off the sideline, and I like the guy to hit.
Here's Malone back to throw. Goes across the middle, has his man at the 8. Caught. Oh, now they wave it off and say he didn't bring it in. It goes incomplete. Octavius Lee in heavy traffic appeared to make the catch, but the officials say no, he didn't complete the catch. It goes incomplete.
And that was his second option. You see the tight end release right here, but look at Adamsville. They see it. They run with it, so he finds a safety valve in the middle of the hashes right there. You've got to come up with that catch.
Right on the money. It was broken up.
You got to go for it here, gentlemen.
LaDerrick Means came in and knocked it away, but that was a beautiful throw from quarterback Kendrick Malone. 4th and 6, and Peabody's going for it from the Adamsville 18. Here's Malone, play action, back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Malone rolling left, looking downfield, got a man open, caught it to 10. Cutting inside is pinned down to the 6-yard line, and a beautiful play by Kendrick Malone as the pressure came in, rolled left, bought time, and a smart play by the senior tight end / wide receiver Jared Penn. Bass, he found some open space, and then his quarterback found him.
I'm so glad he found him because he missed Octavius Lee wide open in the end zone, but he did find a safety valve to keep this possession alive.
But it's heavy pressure that forced him out of the pocket. 1st and goal. That's a Food Right 1st down from the Cardinals 7. Malone's going to keep it, working right side. 5, touchdown to Kendrick Malone. From 7 yards out, he got inside that 5-yard line. Bew broke that initial line, that line of scrimmage, and then turned on the Jets and cruised into the end zone.
Well, yeah, and he had a convoy right there. Watch right guard, number 59, Parker Reeves, pull, and look at this. The one person who can make the play is kicked out. The guy who's making it all night, Cotner. That time, number 59, Parker Reeves, senior center on the pull with a huge block for the spring of the touchdown.
That's a State Farm Insurance touchdown. Amy Greer with State Farm Insurance right here in Trenton. Call it 855-04, make that 855-0433. Peabody going for 2 here, down 24-12, and now the Tide will burn a timeout. We'll take it with them with 7:13 left. In the third quarter, it's 24-12. Adamsville leading Peabody on Jackson's News Talk 101.5 and .5digital.com.